I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised.
So I have some more videos in the background I'm working on. One that's going to take a little while. And with so much of this Epstein fallout, I figured I'd try to keep up with it. I shared this the other day on my channel. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Epstein's most outspoken accuser, Virginia Giuffre, retweeted somebody that said, "If they have everything, where are the arrests? Why isn't Maxwell in jail? Why did they fake Epstein's death? And badly at that. Who has him in their pockets?" And Virginia Giuffre retweets it with the little thinking face. And, So I don't know, I thought it was weird. But shit, we don't know what happened. He may be alive, or he was murdered. He didn't kill himself, though. Prince Andrew secretly met Jizzlane Maxwell inside Buckingham Palace. November 24, 2019. Prince Andrew secretly met with Jizzlane Maxwell at Buckingham Palace just 2 weeks after her former lover, Jeffrey Epstein, was placed under new investigation by police in the U.S. The pair met inside the Puke of Pork's private palace quarters on 6 June, according to reports. A source told The Sun on Sunday the Duke and Jizzlane met at the palace. She brought 4 other people with her. They were all smartly dressed and looked very official, very serious and businesslike. There was no way it was a social occasion. They stayed for about 2 hours. Looking back now, it seems very likely they would have been discussing the fallout from Epstein's misdemeanors and what they plan to do about it. Scotland Yard urged to explain why Prince Andrew's complaint was not subject to full investigation. And it's kinda odd, but Scotland Yard was in Epstein's black book as security. November 24, 2019. Scotland Yard is coming under increasing pressure to explain why it failed to carry out a full investigation into allegations that a teenager had been trafficked to the UK to have sex with the Duke of York. After assessing the initial complaint, Scotland Yard decided the matter did not warrant a full-blown investigation by detectives. A statement issued at the time said, "We can confirm that the Metropolitan Police Service, MPS, received an allegation of non-recent trafficking for sexual exploitation. The MPS reviewed the available evidence, and the decision was made that this would not progress to a full investigation. As such, the matter was closed." But victims' rights campaigners have questioned why the matter was not fully probed, especially given that in 2015, the Met was adhering to a national policy stipulating that, quote, "victims must be believed." The policy was introduced by the College of Policing in the wake of the Jimmy Savile scandal and was intended to ensure that all complaints of sexual abuse were taken seriously and investigated thoroughly. The Telegraph understands the decision to shelf the Miss Roberts Giuffre complaint was taken by Assistant Commissioner Dean Hayden, who in 2015 was the commander in charge of specialist crime investigations. Mr. Hayden was reporting to Assistant Commissioner Pat Gallen, who was also overseeing Operation Midland at the time. Repeated questions to Scotland Yard about the decision-making process have been met with silence. Prince William is not a huge fan of his uncle Prince Andrew, and helped his father Charles and the Queen make the decision to sack him, claim palace insiders who say the Duke of York hoodwinked his mother over an interview. And who cares? Of course he's going to say that. It's not doctored. Prince Andrew photo with teen sex slave has no signs of manipulation, picture expert says. November 24, 2019. The infamous photo of Prince Andrew with his arm around an alleged sex slave has not been doctored, a picture expert says. Andrew has always suggested the photo with 17-year-old Virginia Roberts was faked and has commissioned investigators to examine it. "Those are my traveling clothes. I've never seen Epstein with a camera. I didn't go upstairs at Jizzlane's. It's a photo of a photo of a photo. I'm not one to, as it were, hug. We can't be certain that's my hand." But Hanny Farid, professor of digital forensics and image analysis at the University of California, has revealed the picture wasn't manipulated. Pedo's Paradise. New Epstein victim says he raped her and bragged about Prince Andrew as first pics of his pedo island emerge. A victim of sex beast Jeffrey Epstein has told how he raped her on his private island and then bragged about his friendship with Prince Andrew. Chaunte Davies revealed the billionaire pedophile boasted about his links to Andrew and ex-wife Sarah Ferguson and adorned his mansions with their pictures. His ex-masseuse also provided the Sun on Sunday with never-before-seen photographs of Epstein and his ex Jizzlane Maxwell at his Caribbean lair. Cops nicked Epstein in July, just 5 days after Chaunte gave evidence against him to the FBI. Now, for the first time, she reveals how Epstein used his relationship with the Duke of York to lure young girls. Speaking exclusively to The Sun on Sunday, after the Royals car crash BBC interview, she said, "I was very aware of Jeffrey Epstein's friendship with Prince Andrew and Fergie right away. It was one of his several bragging tactics he used to further induce his power and privilege. He bragged a lot. He had framed photos of them at his residences. He bragged about how he lent money to the Duchess." Chaunte has demanded that Andrew speak to FBI agents as they move to nail Epstein's associates. Wait a minute, that was the girl from Inside Edition that said she made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for Chris Tucker and Bill Clinton and shit?
She was the air hostess on board the notorious Lolita Express, the billionaire's private jet at the center of a sex scandal making lurid headlines across the world. Sleazy Wall Street tycoon Jeffrey Epstein used the Lolita Express to ferry a bevy of beautiful young women. Among the passengers, former President Bill Clinton and Britain's Prince Andrew.
On almost every trip that I did go on, there were young girls around.
Chaunte worked as a masseuse, but says she never had sex with Epstein.
Did you ever think that maybe more was going on than simple massages?
Looking back, of course.
Was there a bed on the airplane?
Actually, yes, there was, yeah.
On one memorable flight on board a plane like this provided by Air Hollywood, she says she made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for passengers, including Oscar winner Kevin Spacey, actor Chris Tucker, and even Bill Clinton. They were all flying to Africa on a humanitarian mission, and Jeffrey Epstein had given them the use of his jet.
So you never gave President Clinton a massage?
No, I didn't.
Chaunte says when the plane landed in Africa, Clinton took her shopping, but she says nothing improper occurred.
They had shut down a jewelry store for us, and I helped him pick out a bracelet for Chelsea.
It was a jet-set lifestyle for sure, but Chaunte says she felt uncomfortable about being part of Epstein's collection of young women.
She said nothing happened? Damn, she was lying. Queen cancels Prince Andrew's 60th birthday party after Epstein scandal. Were they gonna have it at the Pizza Express in Woking? Fucking stoned.
I got